The early 2010s were a great time to be a LEGO fan, especially if you loved non-licensed themes such as myself. While non-licensed themes do still exist today, there aren't as many as there were 5 to 10 years ago. Currently, LEGO produces sets for its Ninjago, Monkey Kid, Creator, City, Speed Champions, Friends, and Technic themes. However, what makes most of these themes different from the dozen themes LEGO produced in the early 2010s is the fact that these themes are not story themes. I define a story theme as a theme that includes characters with names, who are all a part of a central story that is told through the sets and other multimedia. Ultra Agents, Alien Conquest, Monster Fighters, Power Miners, Dino, Pharaoh's Quest, Chima, Nexo Knights, Atlantis, Galaxy Squad, Space Police, and World Racers are all examples of what I consider to be story themes. Today, I'd like to reminisce about these great themes while also being realistic about LEGO's future and the lack of non-licensed LEGO themes. I think part of what makes these themes so special to LEGO fans such as myself is the nostalgia that these sets provide. Seeing these sets remind LEGO fans that grew up in the early 2010s of simpler times, when they all fell in love with LEGO. In addition, many of these themes are the reason why so many of us are still fans of LEGO. I fell in love with themes like Atlantis, and that theme only grew my interest in LEGO, as without it, I might have stopped playing and building with LEGO in my later elementary school years, like most do. Another reason as to why so many of us love and miss these themes is the fact that we cannot just get these sets back. They are gone, and they are gone for good. They're not evergreen themes, and I guess that's what maybe makes them so special. I personally wouldn't be surprised if our inability to ever see these themes again only adds to our love and appreciation for the non-licensed story themes of the early 2010s. Last but certainly not least, the universe that many of these themes shared was a fun cherry on top for all of these lines. If you didn't know yet, a character from the Power Miners line appeared in Atlantis sets, and I remember a comic appearing in an issue of the LEGO Club magazine that included characters from Pharaoh's Quest, Atlantis, Dino, and Alien Conquest. In addition, the multimedia of all of these lines was also a nice touch by LEGO. From the Atlantis movie to the LEGO Club comics, and the various LEGO.com video games, LEGO put a lot of work into the multimedia for these lines. However, it's not surprising that LEGO has decided to end its production of non-licensed story themes. Creating a brand new theme is a ton of work, especially when there is no source material to base it on. Creating a story arc, coming up with characters, and planning multimedia all around sets takes time and probably costs quite a bit of money. I wouldn't be surprised if LEGO lost money on some of these themes, as they only lasted a short time. Speaking of a short time, most of these lines lasted only 1 to 3 years, and I wouldn't be surprised if the LEGO group no longer saw the value in creating non-evergreen themes. It's easier to put in money, time, and other resources into an evergreen theme, as you are building the foundation for a line that will last years. However, when dealing with a theme that will only be around for a few waves, it isn't as justifiable to put in the money and time, especially when most of the sets end up on clearance. I think the failure that was Hidden Side, combined with the COVID-19 pandemic, really pushed LEGO into abandoning its story theme projects. While Hidden Side was a great theme in theory, it was a failure. The sets all ended up on clearance all across the country, and I wouldn't be surprised if the app failed in terms of download numbers. The line was canceled in 2020, and while LEGO was able to survive the COVID pandemic, a reemergence of fans and various shipping delays and other COVID-related problems probably forced them to rethink their strategy when it comes to creating themes. For example, if every single set of X theme is selling out, why create Y theme when it's just going to sit on the shelves? Wouldn't it be better to instead focus more on X theme? And at the end of the day, LEGO is a business. While these themes might have been special to all of us, if they weren't making money for LEGO, and if they were a waste of time, it makes sense that they're gone. However, that doesn't mean that we should just write off the importance of these themes. Without them, many of us might not be LEGO fans today. and they are special to many of us. Feel free to comment down below letting me know what your favorite non-licensed story theme was. And let me know if you think LEGO will or will not ever bring themes like these back. I know we have Ninjago, but let's not forget that Ninjago has a whole TV show and a movie based on it, okay? So, it's not the same as comparing it to Power Miners or Monster Fighters, themes that lasted only a couple of short years. I'm interested to see how Monkey Kid turns out. I haven't really checked it out. I've heard there's a TV show, but at the same time, I'm completely clueless on that. So let me know down below, is Monkey Kid like these older, non-licensed story themes where there's no TV show? Or is there a TV show behind it? I really don't know, so I'd love to know down below. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.